Hello my darlings and welcome to my channel. So today we're gonna have question and answer video that I promised you. First of all, thank you for all who participated in the question and answer post that I made. Thanks for all your questions. Of course, I wouldn't be able to answer all of them. Maybe there will even be a part 2 of this video. I don't know yet, but some questions that were repeating themselves or something that I felt like I want to discuss, I did make some notes on it. Okay, and first of all, I want to say that many of you ask where am I from and where do I live currently. So originally I was born in Russia. I also lived for some time in Israel, and now for many years I live in US and currently in Miami, Florida. Okay, some of you ask why Miami. I mean, why not? So it's all about the preference. It's all about what people prefer. There's I believe every place has their pros and cons, something good, something not that good. And at this period of time, I feel like this is something that's the lifestyle of Miami is something that's connected to me. Also, there is a lot of myth about Miami that many people feel that this is like very outgoing city. Yes, it is, but at the same time there are so many spiritual people live here as well, so not everyone knows it. Anyways, and the main and most important question that we will discuss, that I actually ask you to guess, is about my zodiac placements, right? Well, many of you guessed right. Many of you guessed someone were around, and I just want to tell you a little bit about it. I'm not gonna give you every detail, but just for you to understand me more. Maybe it's gonna help you in some way to even understand yourself. I actually took a course for a year on astrology, and not because I wanted to become an astrologer, but in general I just wanted to know more about myself. And my sun sign is in Capricorn, and I would say my sun sign is more showing me as a business person, a person that knows how to accomplish things. Discipline, all of that comes from my sun sign. Also, the way I take things seriously is all about the Capricorn, but I'm not a boring Capricorn. By the way, when I was taking astrology class, our teacher, our professor, right away he told us that not any sign is bad sign. There is no bad or good sign in astrology. There is a spectrum in every sign, from the lowest to the highest. And if you work on yourself, and if you know what you need to improve in yourself, you may easily become the best version of your zodiac sign. Also, it's very important where are the placements in other planets in your sign. So this is also, so your sun sign doesn't mean much. It's just the main energy, right? Also, I was born in Caps with Sagittarius, that many of you guessed that there is lots of fire in me. And yes, I have 4 planets in Sagittarius. They're not the main planets, but they do exist. And I would say, as I usually say to my family and friends, that when it comes to business, I'm a Capricorn, but after 6 o'clock, I become Sagittarius. So I become this fun person. So I'm not an introvert or an extrovert. I'm an ambivert. I think that's the name. Yeah. So I can easily like change my mood. Not my mood can change, but my energy, I can shift it. When it's time to work and be serious, I'll be serious. When it's time to have fun, I'm fully in there having fun without second thoughts. Also, some of you guessed that I do have Taurus in me, and it's in my moon and my rising are in Taurus. And usually the rising shows how a person looks, what they want around them. So yes, I love beautiful things around me. I always make sure that I live in a comfortable place. It doesn't matter it's big or small, it doesn't matter where I am. I always make sure that the place that I'm in is the environment that I'm in is very positive, beautiful. I love beautiful things around me. I love to, beautify myself. So yeah, that kind of way, in that way, I'm a Taurus. Yes, more on the like how I look and what's around me, right? Also the luxury style that I like, it's more about Taurus in me. And finally, I want to share two planets that many of you guessed that I do have. And yes, you guessed right. I do have a Scorpio. My Mars is in Scorpio, which is related to how I react to things or how I can cut off things if I don't like them. And also I think my Pluto is in Scorpio too, so all about mystery. So yes, I do have Scorpio in my chart 2 times, and I believe it really reflects me a lot. But I cannot say I love it a lot, but sometimes it helps me to get rid of things that I don't like or say things that needs to be said. And sometimes even with you, I have to be harsh, and yes, it's coming from my Scorpio placement, as well as Capricorn, of course. But I believe this mixture of placements, planets that are so different, that's what make me understand other zodiac signs, all 12 of them, because I know the soft part of myself, I know the outgoing part, I know the business part of myself, and I also know, if you want to call it, a mean part of myself. And when we accept all those sides of us, actually we grow and improve ourselves, of course. So yes, I see many debates about zodiacs in this post that I was creating. Please don't fight for this. Don't judge people just by their zodiac signs. I wouldn't recommend that, because you never know. Even the best sign that you think, oh, this is such a kind person, but you never know what this person is up to, or you never know what they can make of themselves. Never. So don't judge. It's like, don't judge by the book. But at the same time, what I believe is in zodiac signs, what it's good about it, the astrology, is it gives you some idea of how person acts, how person can react to certain things, or why they react a certain way. It's not an excuse, but it's helpful, right? Okay, I took too much time for this question, but it was the main question that I asked you. What else? Then some of you ask if what occupation I did before YouTube. Well, actually, I did finish an art history bachelor degree, and my plan was to work in a museum. But eventually I got this spiritual awakening and it didn't happen. But I'm glad for it, because as I said before, some of you know already that it really helped me. This art history major really helped me in tarot. Why? Because in tarot, whatever I see in each card, I can see so many images in one card, because that's what our professor taught us. He said, look at the painting and tell me what you see in there. And we were describing the painting from all different angles, and this skill actually helping me since today in my tarot readings, which I'm thankful for. Also, before that, I was a flower designer for many years. So I was decorating weddings, some events, and I really had fun in that industry. But then, with time, I realized I have to move on. Okay, some of you asking how my channel content impacted my friends and family. Well, first of all, I would say that a lot have changed since then, and the friends that I used to hang out with, they completely changed. So everything changed around me. So I don't know how it impacted certain friends because I stopped communicating with them, and it was kind of everything was happening on its own. Yes, there were some judgment, there was, but not in my close family. My partner at the time also didn't approve it, but as I'm saying, with time, everyone understood why am I there or why am I doing it. If somebody didn't, honestly, if till today somebody doesn't accept me for who I am, I mean, honestly, I don't care. Not because like I'm mean, no, it's just like literally, I don't care. Because I know who I am, I know what I need and where I have to be. Okay, sorry if you feel hear some loud. I actually came to this conference room in my building to have more quiet space in here. Okay, next question that I want to answer. Do I consider myself a witch, an alien, fairy, an empath? First of all, those are just the terms. In reality, first of all, empaths, you have to be an empath to be spiritual healer or practice spirituality. If you're not an empath, how can you feel? So first thing that I discovered in myself was the empathy that I had, and sometimes I didn't understand why am I feeling the way I'm feeling. Then I realized certain feelings are not even mine, they're someone else's. Um, of course, yes, I do consider myself a witch, but witch is something that people tend to understand as something bad or dark or negative. But in reality, witch, it's just if you describe it, at least in my language, witch is a woman who sees ahead of things or who's close to nature, and it's not as scary as it sounds. So yes, if you will, I can call myself a witch. Okay, next question, how to connect with yourself more and know yourself more. Meditations, definitely, connecting with your inner child. And also very important is accepting good and bad in yourself. So yes, sometimes we could be too judgmental, but I'm not saying you have to judge. Just looking from afar at yourself and understanding that you are a human being, that it's okay for you to do certain things right and certain things not right. So it's normal to be who you are. It's normal to have some flaws. It's okay. Yes, you can improve them, but it doesn't mean they don't exist. You don't have to hide them. You don't have to close your eyes and say, no, this is not me. I'm not like that. And if somebody, if you feel sometimes you were mean to someone, yes, don't close your eyes to that, but at the same time, don't judge yourself. Just say, yes, at that moment, I was like that. Maybe next time I'm not gonna act that way, but that was mean of me. Or that was bad of me to do that, to say that. There are other times when we have to say something, and many people, they're afraid to speak out. This is another side of closing yourself, or like putting yourself in a corner and just saying, I'm not gonna speak out, I don't want a problem, I don't want people look at me, I don't want people judge me. So this is also something you can work on. Very good question. In my previous question and answer videos, I recommended a book, Journey of Souls. Yes, this is a very good book. and I definitely recommend it. And you ask if I want to share another book. Actually, yes, I do. There is a book that not recently, but almost recently, I read. It's called Conversations with God. Actually, Christina, my friend, and also my assistant from the courses that we make. By the way, there is another course coming up on the 8th of August. We're gonna do a coffee cup reading course. So if you wanna join, I'm gonna leave the information in the box down below. But yes, Christina offered me this book and said, listen, I was in a certain situation where I had to gain a certain, it's not a hope, but emotionally I had to basically bring myself back to who I am. And I was in a very emotional, I was drained emotionally. I don't remember what exactly happened, but this book have helped me to recover. And if you at certain point of time lost faith in God, faith in who you are, or you just forgot who you are, or maybe some people let you down and you lost this touch. If you have issues with what God you want to believe in, or who's right or wrong, religious beliefs or issues, all of those things in this book can help you actually to bring yourself back to normal, find yourself, find your faith. And this Conversation with God book is very good for it. So I do definitely recommend it. I think that's how it's called. I was reading it in Russian, so I don't know if, but yeah, they're supposed to be online on any website. Depends where you live, right? And Amazon maybe even. Okay. Some of you asking, when will we get in contact with aliens or others who are not from this planet? I think we already connected, and we don't need to actually have a physical contact to connect with others, especially if you connected to your cosmic family, starseed family, then you don't need this actual touch. So I believe at least when we live on this planet, probably not gonna see them, but I feel like physical contact is the least important here. It's more about energetic contact, spiritual contact. That's how you connect with others. How can you practice letting go of things you cannot control? Accept them, let them be. That's the most important thing. How can you let go? Accept it. Yes, that's how it is. Do I like it? Probably not, but that's what it is. And then when you accept it, then you'll see how the universe will bring you options how to actually work with it. Because until you accept it, you cannot move forward, honestly. Okay, let me see how many more I can do in this video, and then if you have more questions, you can comment. And maybe I'll do part number 2 because I have to go, but let me see. Where is my favorite place to buy tarot, crystals, or items? Usually I have this store next to me. I think it's called Crystal Vision, and not next to me, but like in Miami. And usually I go there even for the energy. I like to get inside the store to smell those, they put some sage in it, they put some nice smells, candles, those sticks. And when I'm there, I'm just like exploring the crystals or tarot cards. This, mantras are playing. that all inspires me. And I just go there for this inspiration. But if I really know what I want or I need a new deck, I usually go on Amazon and order it, or any other site that has available. But mainly I go to the store to feel the vibe, to recharge. Okay, finally I'm gonna answer this question. Daily spiritual practices to stay high vibe. Um, to stay high vibe, you don't need daily spiritual practices always. Sometimes it's physical practices, like go for a walk, go to the gym, do certain activity that you like. Even if it's an art activity, some artistic activity that you like, going into nature, definitely. And also another thing I do beside the sage and candles, that I, put in my house, I clean around, I clear the space. I do listen to mantras, and some of you asked about the mantras. I like Devi prayer mantra. Before I was listening to, I think it was Adi Shakti mantra, but whichever mantra is good for you, because everyone is different and depends what you vibe with today. But Devi prayer really helped me. Somebody said, which kind of Devi prayer? I think it's the one Devi prayer that if you search on YouTube, that's first thing will come up is this one. Yes, there is some more questions that I would like to answer, and I think I'll make part 2 if you wish. If not, that's okay. um, but that's what I had for you today, guys. Let me know if you have more questions, if you have questions from what I just answered. I love you all, and I'll see you soon in my readings. Bye-bye.